Elon Musk wants to establish a human settlement on Mars and seems ready to spend millions of dollars on this mission. To accomplish this task, he will need to find solutions to some problems. Sending people to Mars is difficult. If astronauts don't die of boredom on the trip out, they might die of cancer from the radiation. The journey takes over 8 months, during which astronauts will be exposed to high levels of cosmic and solar radiation. Once there, they won't have an opportunity to return to Earth for about 2 years, because the two planets take about 26 months to line up for a favorable orbital transfer. Once on Mars, there is no liquid water and no breathable oxygen. The average temperature is minus 60 degrees Celsius. It's colder at night. The cosmic and solar radiation astronauts will experience on the journey out continues while on Mars. They will need to have fuel for a return trip, so fuel will need to be already there deposited by a previous unmanned mission, and enough food, water, and oxygen to last 2 years. Mars is not a friendly place. If you think it's bad that Lake Mead and Lake Powell are drying up in the United States, our drought is nothing like what's happening on Mars. On Mars, it hasn't rained in over 1 billion years. Establishing a small settlement on Mars, such as a base similar to McMurdo Station in Antarctica, would require overcoming a number of significant technical and logistical challenges. Some of the key challenges Elon Musk has to address include getting to Mars. The first challenge would be developing the necessary spacecraft and launch systems to transport humans and supplies to and from Mars. This would require advances in rocket technology, propulsion systems, and life support systems. Landing on Mars. Once a spacecraft reaches Mars, it would need to be able to land safely on the surface. This would require the development of advanced guidance, navigation, and landing systems, as well as the ability to deploy airbags or other protective measures to cushion the impact of the landing. Surviving on Mars. Humans would need to be able to survive on the surface of Mars for extended periods of time. This would require developing systems for producing oxygen, water, and food, as well as providing shelter and protection from the harsh Martian environment. Communicating with Earth. Establishing a settlement on Mars would also require the development of reliable communication systems to allow for communication with Earth. This would involve designing and building antennas and other communication infrastructure on the surface of Mars. Managing waste and resources. Finally, establishing a settlement on Mars would require the development of systems for managing waste and conserving resources. This would include developing strategies for recycling water and other consumables, as well as managing waste products and hazardous materials. Overall, establishing a small settlement on Mars would be an enormous undertaking that would require significant advances in a wide range of technologies and logistical capabilities.